This is Shelby from Shelby's Creations. Today I will be showing you how to make a snake pencil hugger or a pencil crawler, slither if you like. So for this project you're going to need your hook, your rainbow loom bands, and your loom. Okay, you're going to grab your loom, you're going to grab a black band, and we are going to double it on here. So then a red. I want to put it on once, twist it, and then put it on again. We're going to double all of these bands. Then I'm using another black. And now I'm going to put on 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going with black again. Then red, then black. Then I'm going to do 3 rows of yellow. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to come over to the other side. We're going to do the exact same thing. So with the black, we're doubling it, and that band decided to break. That's okay, I got more bands. Single, double. I'll show you a view from the side with the red and mixed black. So I'm putting it on, doubling it like so. Okay, and then a black, and then 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3, and then black, red, black, and 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on one of these ends, we're going to grab 1 yellow band and we're going to cap it off by wrapping it 3 to 4 times. And before we start looping, I'm going to grab a clear band and I'm just going to double it on this peg up from the bottom. Okay, now it's time to loop. So for looping, I like to turn my loom around because it helps me loop easier. So I'm through the cap band, grabbing those 2 bottom bands and looping it over. It's 2 instead of 1 because you doubled it. I'm going to go through the clear band, grabbing the bottom 2 yellows and looping it up. That's all I'm doing, is grabbing the bottom 2. So here it's 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks, going on to the yellows. So this is all I'm doing right now until I get up to the top. Okay, now that I'm done this one side, I want to put my hook through those bands and take this side off very carefully. Because it's one band that's been doubled, they can, at times, you never know, they can break very easily. So this is it so far. And for me, this is a little short for a snake, unless you want to make a baby snake. So I'm going to attach these 4 black bands, 4 blacks, onto this hook peg. 2 there, 2 there. And now I'm going to loop this up. So I went through the blacks, grabbing the bottom 2 yellows and looping it up. And all I'm doing here is looping all of these up. And if you don't have, let's say, a clear band to put on it for the pencil, It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be clear. It could be the same color as the pencil, it could be a color in your snake. As long as you have a band doubled up there, that will make sure it gets on your pencil nice. Well, loop it all the way up. So now that I'm here at this end, you can get a holding hook, or with me, I just put it on my rainbow loom hook. And as I loop, as I'm going to be looping the head, I'll just put this down here for now. So I'm going to make my head yellow. So I'm grabbing yellow band, and again I'm going to be doubling them. So one band that has been doubled. And now it's time for the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm going to use black. I'm going to wrap around 4 times. Then you can grab a yellow band. We're going to double that. And now I'm going to slide all of these black bands onto that yellow, all 4, then reattach. So now I can attach this onto here. And I will show you with the next eye. But first we're going to grab one band, we're going to want to double it on the other side. Now for the other eye, grabbing a black band, wrapping around 4 times, grabbing a yellow, double it, and pulling all the blacks onto it, and reattaching. And I'm going to attach that right on the first to second peg. There we go. So now we're going to go with yellows again and come down one more time on both sides. And now I'm going to come in. On both sides. And now we're going to work our way down. Okay, so now we're going to want some holding bands, but before I do that, I'm going to grab my clear band, and on the second peg, I'm going to just double it, single, double, so this way you can put it on your pen or pencil. Grabbing the yellow band and double it on the second pegs, and lift it up to the second peg in the center. And one more time, single, double on the third pegs down, all the way. Now we're going to want our tail, because we're going to add it on. We're going to add it right here at this bottom peg. Okay, so now I like to flip mine, and I'm coming through the tail, grabbing the top 2 bands very carefully, lifting them up and over. So now I'm going to continue up with the middle, now that I got that started. There we go. So now I'm coming through that black band again, grabbing the next 2, if I can find them. At times you may just have to go in with your fingers to readjust. Sometimes they get a little mixed up. There we go. Looping that over where it comes from. And now I'm just going to continue on that side, looping it up all the way, going through the peg, grabbing the bottom 2, and looping it up. Okay, and I'll do that same thing over here, except this time we're going to go through, I'm just going to grab the 2 that we have there, and looping it up and over. Okay, so now that it looks like this, we are going to want to add a slip knot with our tongue color. My tongue color is going to be red, so I like to hold it up here, come through this peg with my hook, grabbing the red band, whoops, and now I'm going to put the other end on, down to a slip knot. So basically I'm going to pull this end off my hook, and pull kind of tight. You don't want it to snap. You can pull it more once you get your head off of your loom. So for this part, I like to use a crochet hook. This is a 3.50 millimeter, but you could also use a 3 millimeter. And I'm going through with the blunt end of my hook and just carefully pulling it all off. Being as it is one band that's been doubled, it's more likely to snap all of a sudden. So it's best to be safe and make sure it doesn't. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure my tongue is nice and pulled. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the tongue a little bit, and I'm going to make a little knot in it if I can. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get it. There we go. Now if you want to, you could cut this a little bit to make it look like a real snake. You want to make sure all your little clear pieces are pulled out, because now if we get a pencil, we can put them on. So I'm going to put these clear pieces on. I should start off with the tail first. Clear near the tail, stick them on, and then the clear at the head, stick them on. So right now it doesn't quite look like it, but if you turn it and keep turning it, it will look like a snake. You can even make it go up closer, so it looks like it's a snake making all around about. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and please subscribe and watch some more of my videos. See you guys next time. Bye!